Hello there, YouTube world. Right, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope everyone has a good time. Right, I thought I would just make this YouTube video because I've not done one for ages, where I just talk to the camera and talk about things that I like or dislike and stuff like that. And I'm going to be 33 at the end of the month, so quality. But it's good to celebrate my birthday, but it just as I'm getting older, I just think to myself, oh, I'm going to be older, so on my birthday I'll be 33. Right, anyway, was it yesterday? Aye, yesterday I think, anyway. Wait there. I went to Livingston Shopping Centre to get a few things at Asda. Then I went to HMV because I really wanted Fleetwood Mac self-titled album, the very first album that Stevie Nicks and Lindsay Buckingham was on, and this is what I purchased for $16.99. Absolutely incredible, it's really good. I'd recommend it. The songs on it are Rihanna, Over My Head, Say You Love Me, and the fan favourite now, Landslide and Sugar Daddy. But oh my god, I really seriously would recommend this. In fact, to say as a whole, I would recommend the band in its entirety, Fleetwood Mac. So it's Lindsay Buckingham, the lead guitarist and songwriter and singer, Stevie Nicks, the singer-songwriter, Christine McVie, the pianist and singer-songwriter, something McVie, the bass player, and Mick Fleetwood, the drummer. But that's them. I think it's John McVie, the bass player, but didn't quote me on that. But all the rest I've definitely got right. I just didn't ken exactly for 110% what his first name is, but definitely is McVie, because Christine McVie married him. That's why she's got the second name McVie. That's the album. The vinyl record LP, if you will. Amazing. Sometimes I don't mind paying between £16 and say £19. I don't mind paying that for a vinyl record if it's a different colour, or if it's one that I absolutely definitely want. But so far in my time with having a vinyl record player, I think to myself, what is the albums that you really desperately need? Like if someone said you can only have 5 vinyl records in your whole life, what would it be? It would be Fleetwood Mac, Rumours, Michael Jackson, Thriller, wait. Right, as I was saying, so it would be Fleetwood Mac, Rumours, Michael Jackson, Thriller, maybe Dean Martin's Greatest Hits, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. Well, they're probably the 4 that I think, or Elvis. Aye, you need an Elvis. Aye, definitely. So they're the 5 albums that I think make it worth getting a vinyl record player and sourcing out the vinyl record LPs, because they were obviously vinyl records were out back in the days and stuff like that, and since they've came back into popular and people starting collecting them, I've collected Ed Sheeran, Foo Fighters, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Cliff Richards, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Paramore, Fleetwood Mac, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Tom Jones, Elvis Presley, Lots of like compilation albums like Now, like that. Now that's what I call music, or TV themes, or movie themes. So I've had so much fun actually going out and finding them or looking them up on Amazon and finding them, because now and again you can get like a good deal on in HMV for a vinyl record, but the last time I was in HMV, seen the exact same Mike Oldfield album that I was considering getting, because I've got one of them and it's an instrumental one, and he is famous for making the Exorcist theme. So I thought to myself, I'll get at least one more of his albums. And I had a look in HMV, and it was $14.99. But looked on my phone right there and then, and it was only $9.99 at Amazon. So sometimes it does pay to shop around. Right. So far, like since I've been collecting vinyl records, the dearest vinyl record I've ever bought is £21 or $21.99 at HMV, and it was Elvis Presley's Greatest Hits. I've got more than one Elvis Greatest Hits, but I wanted this one because it had That's Alright on it, and it's an absolutely fantastic record. So anyway, I want to show you these other two that I got, because I showed you the Fleetwood Mac one, and I want to show you this one. Was originally $24.99 down to $11.99. Only got it because it was that price. But then, when I came home and noticed that it was a different colour, I thought, wow, that makes it even more value, considering that the other two are $16.99 and this is only $11.99. The other two albums might be a lot better, but this is better value. KT Tunstall, 2018 this album came out. It's KT Tunstall Wax. Never heard of the album before, never looked it up, never listened to any newer stuff recently in the past, but I just thought, nah, it's a brilliant deal. I've got the money, I can afford it, and I thought, well, why not? Because I would have ended up getting one of our albums eventually. I've got two on CD, but I just had to get that because it was that price. Because if it was $24.99 down to $11.99, so you were saving £13. Right. Anyway, this album is good, but nowhere near as good as their self-titled album or Rumours. But Rumours is not only definitely Fleetwood Mac's greatest album ever, it's one of the greatest albums ever. And this might be a bit, well, in fact it's not, but I prefer Rumours to Michael Jackson's Thriller album, or any single Tom Jones album, any Deep Purple, any Cliff Richards, Rod Stewart, Ed Sheeran, Elvis Presley. The only albums, there's not that many albums. I would really have to think about it. But no, in fact, Fleetwood Mac Rumours and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes, and Dire Straits, Brother in Arms. They are the three greatest albums of all time. Fleetwood Mac Rumours, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes, and Dire Straits, Brother in Arms. Oh, and another one I'll throw into the mix then is Culture Club, Coloured by Numbers. Right, the Fleetwood Mac album that I was showing you, that's the colour of the vinyl record LP. Absolutely incredible. Right. Oh, this album contains, right, I'll just show you. It contains Gypsy, which is a good song, and Hold Me. I think they're the only two songs that they brought out as singles, but the rest of the album is really good actually. In fact, I listened to it yesterday actually all the way through, and Wish You Were Here, the very last song on side 2 is really good. I would recommend that one. Aye. But in my spare room where I've got a snooker table, it jumped twice on the last song on side 1, came into my bedroom, put it on in my bedroom, and it never jumped once. I think it's because technically, right, the record player that I've got here in my bedroom was either $39.99 out of Studio Magazine, and because the speakers aren't big, and then the one in the snooker room was £160, and that looks like a 1950 car, like the front of it looks like the front of a 1950s car. The needle and like the stand bit that the needle's on, where you go like that and then it goes down, and the speakers are bigger, and it just looks more better and compact built. So it means that, like, if the needle's probably stronger, it just means that, like, any tiny little imperfections in any vinyl record, it picks up on it because it's better quality, so you hear more of the imperfections in the album if there is any. So, but in my bedroom, this record player, when I put it on the very last song, it didn't jump, so I just need to listen to the very last song in here, but all the rest work in the spare room. Right, see you in a minute. Right, ever since I got into vinyl records, right, I remember it always hearing about Fleetwood Mac rumours, and it's no rumours anymore that it is one of the greatest albums ever recorded in human history since recording music began. But I really like, for some reason, You Make Loving Fun and I Don't Want to Know, but the whole album is absolutely fantastic. But if you, well, you should listen to the full album in entirety, but if you didn't really like them to begin with, just try You Make Loving Fun and I Don't Want to Know. They're just absolute classics. They jump out on me, they're two songs. But the song called Games, or Game, is one of the greatest songs ever written and sung by a female vocalist. Stevie Nicks is just absolutely incredible. But even though, right, Fleetwood Mac are one of the greatest bands of all time, and they are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right, in my opinion, no, I didn't really think that Christine McVie gets enough credit for what she done in the band, and the bass player doesn't get enough credit for his bass playing prowesses, and Mick Fleetwood doesn't get enough credit for his drumming, because, like, when you think of the greatest drummers of all time, you didn't naturally think of Mick Fleetwood, and when you think of, like, the greatest bass players ever, you didn't think of them. So, and then, I mean, he has been, like, Lindsey Buckingham in lots of, like, top 100s or top, like, 50 or whatever, like, guitarists and that, and he's known for his, like, plicking with his fingers, because he doesn't really use a plick thing, but, like, he probably doesn't get enough credit as he should. I mean, he does get credit, but no enough, I mean, overall, right, they are a great band, and they have, like, won lots and lots of awards in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but when you break it down individually, they didn't get enough credit, in my opinion, anyway. Right, I'll show you this. I think I've showed you it before, but I need to show it again. I'm going to start trying collecting stuff like that with picture discs on it, or just vinyl record LPs with coloured ones or pictures on them, either 33s, 45s, or if I can find them, and I have a few times, but I don't know what they would be like, 75s. But as I was saying about vinyl records, is that I'm going to try and look out for colourful ones as well. I mean, obviously, like, I've got far too many that are black, and black ones are cool because sometimes, like right in the middle, you have a tiny little picture, and then the outside it's black, but I want to get different colours. So I think so far now I've definitely got white, pink, see-through, black, red, blue, pink, purple, and like a grey, a grey like black colour, like it's grey, and then the black looks like it's been splattered on it. Aye. So there is a video that I put on YouTube about like my vinyl records, the colourful ones. Aye. So I'll put them on and I'll show you them in the next video, right? So as I said to everyone, hope everyone out there in YouTube land has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And as I constantly keep on saying, it really does mean a lot to me that you've watched my YouTube videos. Probably just because it's my opinion. Some that I really love haven't got as much views as I thought, but then ones that I just put on for the sake of it, just because I can. And then I think to myself, I don't bother about them, and I only really keep track of them, and then sometimes a day, and I just cannot believe some of the views they get. It's mental. It's like every single video that I would like to get to 100 views hasn't got to 100 views, and every single video that has got to 100 views, I never thought would get anywhere near 100. So thanks very much, everyone. It does make me really happy when I see them go to 100, because then I think to myself, it is worth doing this, like getting up and going and filming them, or thinking about what I've got to do for the next video and stuff like that. And I break it up a little bit by like maybe going to Livingston Shopping Centre, the Concourse Shopping Centre, around where I live. A wee bit of Grand Theft Auto 5, because that's one of the greatest games that's ever been invented. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Xbox One, absolutely sensational, right? Because there's so much you can do. Because you don't need to do the norm where it's stick to doing the missions and that. There's so much you can do. So, I may as well just quickly go through my games that I've got then. Now that I've mentioned that. So, wait there. Right, to end this video, I'll just quickly go through all my Xbox One computer games that I've got. That one, that's not too bad. No, I've only ever played that once. I would recommend that to anyone out there that likes sort of racing car games or arcade games, because it's a racing car game, but the feel and the vibe to it is arcadey. That's really good, but it's hard at the moment, but I will get into that. Never played that yet, but I will do. I've put it into the computer. It's good. That is absolutely brilliant. No played that in a while, but it's good. That's really good. You can never get bored of the games. They're great games. That was a really good game. That was only $7.99 game in Livingston Shopping Centre. I would recommend that one. It's quite good. That one I've not played yet, but it's good. Because I've looked at it a few times and it looks really good. That's probably sort of it's like a cross between racing car game, spacey sort of thing, and Robot Wars. But it'll be good. I will play it one day, definitely. And then that one, I've only played that twice, but it's a good game. But got stuck in a wee bit, got frustrated and turned it off, and never played it since. But right. So they're the games that I've got, and I'm thinking about getting a couple of other ones in the future, but I need to play all the other ones more though. Like, if I did get, like, the thing is though, they're so cheap to buy nowadays, but then if you get too many, you might not play, like, one that you got ages ago less, so it's better to have, like, a few and play them all the time rather than have lots and then only play a few. Right, so thank you very much out there, YouTube world, and if you've noticed something different about this video, like every 3 minutes or every 2 minutes, then if you like my videos, thumbs up and comment down below, and thumbs up to all the other videos, because in my opinion I've not had too many thumbs up. And you could comment on previous videos or comment on what you think I should either go to or what I should talk about in my next videos in the future. So, pounded nugget, see ya!